B1 Preliminary and B1 Preliminary for schools have been reviewed, and from January 2020, students will sit the new exam format. To optimize your students' preparation for the exam, I would like to tell you about one of the two new tasks in the reading paper. It's part 4, a gapped text. The old preliminary reading and writing paper has been divided into two separate papers, the reading paper and the writing paper. This has made the exam structure clearer and more consistent. In part 4, students deal with a gapped text. Their task is to read a text from which sentences have been removed and decide which sentence goes in which gap. To make things a bit more challenging, there are 5 gaps but 8 sentences, which means that there are 3 distractors to mislead candidates. I'm sure you have noticed that we have a similar task in B2 First and C1 Advanced. The obvious difference is that in the higher exams, students deal with text with paragraphs removed, while here it is sentences that are missing. Yet the purpose is the same: to understand the gist of the text and its structure. Students should read the whole text to understand the narrative. Then they need to look at each numbered gap to try to select a sentence to fit the gap. It is important that they carefully read the text before and after the gap to see if the sentence fits with the text, both grammatically and logically. Once all the gaps have been filled in, candidates should read the whole text once again to see if it makes sense and they do not stumble when trying to follow the narrative. In your classroom, you can help your students to deal with such a task by focusing on text structure and cohesion with practice activities like chain writing or rearranging a jumbled text.